Okay, I'm afraid to look at. I'm laughing at myself because. Good morning. I might be one of the special few humans who go on Instagram without looking at themselves beforehand. I don't know, maybe that's normal, but it's part of my way of loving myself, irrespective of how I look and appear. Thanks for acknowledging, Roxy. All right, so we'll see who else is gonna jump in. Normal, yeah. We're gonna see who's gonna jump in here, but we can get into our seats to get prepared for our little practice. Today we have, we're gonna be doing our frog poses and our stretch pose. Good morning, good morning. And I almost forgot my sun salutations. I mean, not my sun salutations. Morning brain. I almost forgot my self-love potion. Sun salutations were yesterday. We'll do them again tomorrow. Today is our frogs and our stretch pose. And I wonder, for those of you who have done them, how you're experiencing them. I feel like they're potently helping my body feel stronger. So, enough of me meandering through my mind, coming into our seats, and just honoring some stillness before we start breathing, anchoring into the surface beneath you, allowing the spine to reach tall, being with your breath. Nice full breaths deep into the belly. And bringing the hands onto the heart center. And maybe today you could practice whispering this, if whispering feels okay for you. There are things that the yogis say about saying things silently, saying things out loud, and saying things whispering. And I'll just let you experience the whisper, but is, I love everything about me. I love everything about me. One more time. I love everything about me. Deep inhale. And exhale. All right, getting ready for our breath. Hands up or down. Even inhales and exhales through the nose. Find your own pace that works for you. One minute down, 2 to go. Last minute. Good, deep inhale. Hold the breath in, interlace the hands above the head and stretch open your body, holding the breath in. Oh yeah. Exhaling, sweeping the arms down. Just letting yourself breathe here. We get to stay in our seated position and explore what wants to be stretched. So we'll just start by making some big circles with our torso. Leaning into the hips, breathing into the hips. Good, and moving in both directions, changing the direction of your circle. Good. Coming back to center, taking a nice deep inhale. And exhaling through the mouth. Good. I'm going to remove some of my major cushions here. Staying seated, we're going to bring our hands around our ankles and do some spinal flexes here, really focusing on the lower part of our spine, our pelvic bowl. Inhaling, the chest comes forward, scooping that bowl backwards. Exhaling, pushing the spine away from you and scooping the pelvic bowl up. Good. Just letting the body kind of flow naturally here, but focusing a little bit more on the lower part of the spine. Nice deep breaths while you're doing this. Imagining the breath traveling all the way down to the base of the spine. Up and down the spine. Good. Sliding the hands up to the knees, staying with the same spinal flex, but now feeling it in and focusing more on the chest and the shoulders. Good. Straight spine, deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Rolling the shoulders out a little bit. Making the circles in both directions, changing directions. And bringing one arm across the chest and just kind of giving it a little hug. Getting a little bit deeper stretch in the shoulder. And same thing with the other arm. Good. And just rolling the head from side to side. If you want to make full circles with the head, you can. Just be careful as the head goes back towards the spine. I've never heard of anybody injuring themselves, but I do know that it is something to just be cautious about, so. And are we ready for stretch pose? Coming onto our backs. And just a quick little reminder, we're flat on the back. The head and the feet toes are pointed and they come off of the ground 6 inches. The head comes off the ground 6 inches. You don't have to come into it yet. While the head and the feet are off the ground, the arms are by the sides, palms facing one another. Alternate posture is to tuck the hands under the hips, which I'm going to do because my back is still a little tender, so I'm just going to play it safe. And then we do breath of fire there. So when you're ready, you can come up into position, breath of fire, just 1 minute. Just doing the best that you can. You're about halfway there. If you need to lower one leg at a time to give yourself a little break, just allow yourself to do that. Come back into it when you can. Deep inhale and exhale, lower yourself down. Give yourself a little break. You can rock the hips out, let the energy move. Maybe you stirred up some extra heat there and just let that energy fill your body up. Rocking on your spine or somehow lovingly bringing yourself back up to a standing position for frog pose. And again, frog is, if I can get into it, when we're up on our tippy toes, the heels are touching, the hands stay on, the fingertips stay on the floor if you're able to. And we inhale, straighten the legs, and then we exhale back down. You can modify it by doing this. If that other position feels too hard for your knees, inhaling up, exhaling into a squat, inhale up. So we're gonna do up to 25. Look at me changing that number. But we'll stop when I get there. If you get there before I do, then you can just come back into your seat. So finding your own pace, beginning your frogs. And you can come back to your seat if you haven't already. And if you want to keep finishing them, if you want to go longer, you can. I don't want to limit anyone in any way. But if you do them slower, you're probably getting an even deeper of a toning of the muscles. So just listen to your body. All right, coming back to the seat. Letting the breath slow down in its own time. Spine is tall. Eyes are opened or closed. If they're open, focusing at some single point. And just thinking your mantra or affirmation to yourself. I love everything about me. I love everything about me. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhaling. Bringing your hands onto your heart center to close our practice together with some gratitude. Loving yourself, thanking yourself for showing up for you. And breathing that into your body. Sometimes that meditation feels so good after we've kind of exerted ourselves. So awesome. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you have a most beautiful day. Loving yourselves. And I will see you soon, if not tomorrow. Ciao.